you end up fighting Islam this year, hopefully, that's what the fans want.
Yeah,
Will it be?
That's what I want too.
Would you fight him at welterweight, or would you want to fight him at lightweight?
So the perfect scenario for me would be fighting him in the welterweight division, because
so you would go up.
That way I'm gonna be able to collect my third belt. But also will be a great scenario to me to fight between 155 and 170 and to create a new belt. Why not calling pound for pound? Because he's the number one, I'm the number two right now. For me, myself, I'm the number one. But yeah, you put two of the best guys in the world, you put the pound for pound belt in the middle. Whoever wins is the best.
Damn, so you want to make your own belt, a pound for pound belt.
Michael Morales just delivered a stinging verbal blow, openly dismissing Islam Makhachev with astonishing disrespect. He declared he holds no reverence for the lightweight champion, asserting that Makachev is merely just another fighter, not someone to be idolized despite his formidable reputation. This stark defiance flies in the face of conventional fighter etiquette, especially when discussing a reigning champion. Morales' audacious words paint Makachev as simply a peer, an opponent to be overcome, rather than a revered figure in the sport. It's a shocking statement that immediately ignites a firestorm of controversy and speculation about their potential paths colliding.
Right now, honestly, I really don't know. The Islam fight was obviously what I wanted, and what I felt would have been great, not just for me, not just for Islam, but would have been great for the company, would have been great for the world to see that. Because listen, people count me out day in and day out, and for some reason we've had conversations, but Hunter Campbell feels differently, and Hunter Campbell is like, maybe not, he wants to go a different rate. We don't know yet. You know, it's still not, they haven't come out and said, okay, Islam is going to get this guy, or Islam is going with me. But it's been a tumultuous back and forth with getting that done.
This stunning lack of respect for Morales doesn't come out of nowhere. It's being uttered amidst rampant rumors that Islam Makhachev is almost certainly booked to face Michael Morales himself for a prestigious welterweight title fight as soon as July. The whispered potential bout adds layers of intensity to Morales' audacious claims, transforming mere trash talk into a direct challenge with immediate stakes. The fighting world is now on high alert, grappling with the real possibility of these two colliding much sooner than anyone anticipated, making Morales' words echo even louder.
We see what happens, you know. Never say never. I know, my coaches just keep killing me, keep seeing interviews of me talking about jiu-jitsu and, you know, subbing him and whatever, and they laugh. But, you know, at the end of the day, I've been saying, you know, and people call me crazy, is like, you know, the BMF thing to do would be to submit a submission artist. So, and I'll never say never. You know, I'm gonna go out there and find my fight done.
Adding solid weight to these swirling rumors, Michael Morales himself stepped forward, unequivocally confirming that he's set to fight for a title on July 11th, right there in Las Vegas. While he didn't explicitly name Islam Makhachev as his opponent, the timing and context strongly suggest their collision is imminent. This concrete detail elevates the speculation from mere whispers to undeniable fact, with Morales appearing ready to back up his earlier highly disrespectful remarks inside the octagon. The stage is rapidly being set for an explosive summer showdown.
I'm curious, what does a BMF belt mean to you?
De verdade que eu sou.
Yeah, you're already a BMF, you don't need the belt, yeah.
Cara, na realidade, eu falo assim, que isso que a galera fala, o BMF é o do cara mais bravo da divisão, é do cara mais louco, pô, do cara mais botafogo, que eles falavam, tal. Cara, cada um tem que ver o cinturão de uma forma. Eu vejo o cinturão de uma forma de um cara que, cara, teve a oportunidade de desistir da vida e, tipo, continuou em frente, que os médicos falaram que nem a bola de futebol ia jogar, tá ligado? Da minha trajetória inteira, recordista de bola, recordista de finalização, sabe? Tipo, se tu pegar a minha história inteira desde o começo, tá ligado? Eu sou um BMF, tá ligado? Não tem como não ser.
Despite Morales' bold challenge, Islam Makhachev surprisingly downplays any threat from Ilia Topuria at welterweight, a division Tapuria himself has expressed keen interest in. Makachev seems to dismiss the featherweight champion's potential impact at a heavier class, suggesting he wouldn't pose the same level of risk as other contenders. This perspective from the lightweight king hints at a calculated assessment, yet it might also be interpreted as a subtle jab at Topuria's capabilities outside his natural weight class.
Of course, I can feel the difference. You know, I'm 34 now.
Damn, you're 34?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
fuck,
you know,
man.
so-
I'm about to be fucking 40. You're still fucking here. Like, I'm 34. I'm fighting for 10 years.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm 34 now, bro, and you can say this too, right? Our body feel way different. You know, when I was like 20, 24, I feel like I could run through a brick wall.
Makachev's reasoning behind downplaying Tapuria is stark. He explicitly highlights Michael Morales as the bigger danger, citing Morales' raw power and proven ability to finish fights with a single decisive strike. Islam questions how Tapuria's success at a lighter weight would truly translate against naturally larger, stronger opponents in the welterweight division. This direct comparison from Makachev frames welterweight as a significantly tougher challenge, where Tapuria, in his eyes, wouldn't present a substantial threat to his own ambitions.
Cause man, I feel it, but it is what it is. You know, all jokes aside, it comes with age, and it just comes with IQ and fighting IQ. And I think just like you, Mighty, I think you was ahead of your time. You know what I mean? I feel like you was ahead of your time when you was coming up, and that's why you did what you did. You know, and I feel like I did a lot of stuff that I had to do. I like to replica a lot of my stuff, or even mindset things around the way that you would say. You'd give us little sneak peeks here and there through your career. Guys like us, we should listen, because, you know, if you was doing this at such a high level, then why can't I?
Earlier, Ilia Topuria had sent shockwaves through the MMA community by teasing his imminent return, sparking a frenzy of excitement among fans desperate for a mega showdown with Islam Makhachev. His cryptic Instagram post, "Big news coming soon," ignited instant speculation, suggesting a monumental fight announcement was on the horizon. This brief but impactful tease from El Matador immediately shifted the conversation, setting the stage for what many hoped would be one of the biggest matchups in UFC history, leaving fans on the edge of their seats.
Yeah, he's gonna get hurt, man. He gets hurt a lot of fights, you know.
Adding significant weight to Tapuria's tease, Islam Makhachev's manager, Ali Abdelaziz, fanned the flames of anticipation even further. Abdelaziz boldly declared the UFC is working on a much bigger fight for Islam, pointedly stating Ian Gary's name wasn't involved. He characterized it as one of the biggest fights in the UFC right now, emphasizing the promotion's commitment to booking a high-profile clash for their lightweight kingpin. This insider scoop intensified rumors, hinting at a truly massive showdown designed to captivate the entire MMA world. The rumors are also circulating that Islam is almost booked to fight Michael Morales for a welterweight title fight in July, but nothing is confirmed yet. Tapuria's vision for this super fight is nothing short of audacious. He proposed a clash at the welterweight division, 170 lbs, not just to challenge Makachev, but to make a unique statement. His plan involves collecting his own featherweight belt at the same time, essentially bringing two titles into the cage. This unprecedented idea showcases Tapuria's ambition, aiming to elevate the stakes beyond a simple catchweight or champion versus champion bout, transforming it into a historical, multi-belt event. But Ilia's boldest idea extends beyond just a multi-belt scenario. He proposed creating an entirely new pound-for-pound belt to be placed directly in the middle of the octagon for their contest. Tapuria's reasoning? He sees himself as the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, with Islam as #2, and declared that whoever wins is the best. This self-assured declaration and desire to establish an undisputed best in the world adds an incredible layer of personal pride and legendary stakes to the potential fight. However, Islam Makhachev quickly poured cold water on the idea of fighting Tapuria, especially on the highly anticipated White House card. Islam explicitly confirmed that their showdown is not set for that event, clarifying that Tapuria is already matched up with a different opponent. He further noted that the UFC currently has no plans to book their fight at this stage, firmly shutting down the immediate speculation and reinforcing that his own focus might lie elsewhere for his next challenge. Despite Makachev's firm denial, Ilia Topuria is still targeting a triumphant summer return to the octagon. However, he admitted that the exact date and location for his next fight remain unfinalized, underscoring that decisions regarding both the venue and his opponent are entirely up to the UFC. This revelation highlights the power dynamics within the promotion, where fighters await the call even when their own desires and fan expectations are sky high for specific matchups to materialize. Tapuria himself offered an intriguing theory for why he might be excluded from the proposed White House card, suggesting it stems from his non-American nationality. He speculates that for such a symbolically significant event, the promotion would likely prioritize a homegrown superstar, mentioning names like John Jones or Conor McGregor, or specifically an American fighter, as better suited for that particular spotlight. This candid insight reveals a fighter's awareness of the marketing and political considerations behind major event bookings. Meanwhile, Kamaru Usman pulled back the curtain on internal UFC discussions, revealing differing opinions behind the scenes about Islam Makhachev's next opponent. This candid admission highlights a significant internal debate within the promotion, suggesting that the path forward for the lightweight champion is far from settled. Usman's comments expose the often hidden complexities of matchmaking at the highest level, where multiple factors and conflicting interests clash before a fight is officially booked. Usman made it abundantly clear that a fight with Islam Makhachev is his absolute top priority, framing it not just as a personal ambition but as a major opportunity that would be great for the company. He sees it as a significant win for all parties involved, promising a monumental spectacle for the entire world to witness. This strong advocacy from Usman underscores his readiness and belief that their clash offers unparalleled excitement and marketability for the UFC. However, Usman also alluded to a major roadblock in these discussions, noting that Dana White feels differently about his desired matchup with Islam, preferring to go a different rate. He described a tumultuous back and forth in attempts to get the fight done, signaling substantial friction and disagreement behind the scenes. This revelation points to a challenging negotiation process, where even a former champion's clear intent might be sidelined by the promotion's strategic alternative plans. Adding credibility to Usman's aspirations, Daniel Cormier weighed in, confidently labeling Kamaru Usman as a major threat to Islam Makhachev, even at welterweight. Cormier highlighted Usman's impressive championship record and recalled his highly competitive bout against Khamzat Chimaev, a fight Usman took on short notice and above his natural weight. This endorsement from a respected analyst like Cormier reinforces the belief that Usman's wrestling pedigree and championship experience make him a formidable challenge for anyone, including Islam. Shifting focus to another monumental clash, MMA fans are eagerly awaiting March 7th, when lightweight giants Max Holloway and Charles Oliveira are set to collide for the coveted BMF belt. This highly anticipated matchup pits two of the sport's most exciting and durable fighters against each other, promising an unforgettable spectacle. The BMF title itself adds a unique layer of intrigue, celebrating grit and fearlessness, perfectly suited for the undeniable styles of both Holloway and Oliveira. In a surprising twist, Max Holloway revealed an almost unheard-of ambition for his BMF showdown. He wants to submit Charles Oliveira. This declaration is particularly striking, given Holloway's reputation as one of the most elite strikers in MMA. He even admitted his coaches laugh at him when he talks about grappling Oliveira, a submission specialist. Holloway's willingness to push beyond his perceived strengths adds an unexpected layer of psychological warfare and strategic intrigue to the fight. Charles Oliveira's deepest, most personal hope for his fight with Max Holloway transcends mere victory. More than anything, he envisions the moment of triumph being shared with his father, expressing a heartfelt desire for his dad to be the one to wrap the championship belt around his waist. This profound emotional connection adds an incredibly human element to the high-stakes BMF fight, revealing the personal motivations that drive Oliveira beyond the accolades and fame of combat sports. Oliveira further elaborated on what the BMF spirit truly signifies for him, asserting that it's not merely about holding a title, but embodying resilience through life's countless challenges. He powerfully states that his journey, the obstacles he has faced, and his unwavering determination are what truly define him as a BMF, not the physical belt alone. For Du Bronx, his entire trajectory in and out of the octagon proves his toughness, calling himself a lion among lions. Analyzing the Holloway-Oliveira matchup, Alexander Volkanovski, a man who knows both fighters well, projected a decisive outcome. He suggested the fight would likely end inside the distance, either with Oliveira finding an early finish or Holloway taking over and securing a stoppage in the later rounds. Volkanovski ultimately leaned towards Holloway, envisioning a late stoppage for Blessed in the third or fourth round, giving Max the strong favorite status and highlighting his ability to break opponents. MMA professionals are buzzing with consensus, overwhelmingly giving the edge to Max Holloway over Charles Oliveira. They consistently highlight Holloway's increased power and impeccable timing at lightweight, combined with his unique rhythm that overwhelms opponents. Conversely, many analysts point to Oliveira's historically vulnerable chin as a potential weakness, noting his significant number of stoppage losses. The sentiment is that Max will beat the soul out of Oliveira, cementing his place among the featherweight greats. From audacious title challenges and behind-the-scenes power struggles to deeply personal BMF motivations and shocking displays of disrespect, the UFC landscape is absolutely exploding. This summer is poised to redefine legacies, ignite new rivalries, and challenge everything we thought we knew about championship contention. The raw, unfiltered ambition of these fighters is setting the stage for a period of unparalleled drama and unforgettable moments, proving that in combat sports, the biggest battles often begin outside the cage.